Hello and welcome to cookingflavors.com. Our channel is aimed at teaching beginners the ABCs of Indian cooking. We bring to you the very basic, simple, easy to learn and cook recipes and a guide to the most essential cooking strategies. Keep watching and enjoy our recipes. For today's recipe, I'll be showing you a chutney with a super tomato and coriander combination. For that, I've taken a kadai and added about 3 tablespoons of oil and adding 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds crackle, I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of urad dal and about half a teaspoon of Asafoetida or Hing. Always add Asafoetida directly into the oil so that it will emit a very good flavor to your dish. We'll stir that a little, and once the urad dal gets a little brown, I'm adding just about 1 green chili. I don't like my chutney too spicy, so I'm adding just 1. You can always adjust it according to your taste, or you can also add dry red chilies if you wish to. Here I'm taking just about that much of tamarind and adding it here. Followed by the tamarind, I'm adding just about 1 onion roughly chopped. We'll saute that a little and add a pinch of salt for the quick frying of the onions. Remember, I've not added the entire salt here, just a pinch for the quick frying of the onions. Now goes in the tomatoes. If you get ripe tomatoes, well and good. If your tomatoes are nice, ripe and tangy, reduce the amount of tamarind and adjust accordingly. We'll saute that well. Once the tomatoes have become a little pulpy, I'm adding about half a bunch of coriander leaves. You can see I've retained all the thick stems of the coriander leaves. That's the highlight of this dish. Don't discard those little bit of thick stems, not very thick, just a bit thick stems. Actually, more than the leaves, the stems of the coriander leaves give you the best taste of the coriander, so don't avoid them. We'll mix this all well. This will not take much time. This will roughly take about 5 to 7 minutes on medium flame. We'll wait for the tomatoes to get nice and pulpy and the coriander leaves will shrink down a little. We don't want the coriander leaves to completely disappear in this dish. I will be retaining a little bit of the raw flavor of the coriander leaves. Now you can see after 5 to 7 minutes, the tomatoes have become nice and pulpy, and you can see it's become a little juicy now. At this point, we'll switch off the stove. We'll allow this to completely cool down. We'll add the required amount of salt and we'll grind the chutney. I've added the required amount of salt and not added any water at all, and I have ground this. I'll drop and show you. See, it is this chutney is basically thick in consistency, but if you don't like it that way, you can add little bit of water and grind it into a smooth chutney. I've ground it only very coarsely because on the Kothamalli the stem violet it will taste very nice. But as I told you, if you don't like it that way, you can always blend it into a very smooth chutney. Behind the chutney, you can see my dosa batter is ready for a perfect Saturday night dinner. Crispy dosa and a tomato coriander chutney. Hope you enjoy this. Do try this recipe and post in your comments and suggestions. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this recipe today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit us at cookingflavors.com for detailed recipes with tips and suggestions. You can also follow us on Google+. Thank you and see you again with another new and interesting recipe.